Hey everyone, it's Sunflower Spirit here, and I'm here to do another pick a card reading. We're gonna take a look at the energies this week. So I have three piles here. We have this red or orange heart, pile one, yellow heart, pile two, and this silver gray heart, pile three. So go ahead and take a moment to pick your pile, and we will get started here. Hey, so this is for those of you who chose pile one or this red heart. You do not have to compromise your own integrity to get what you want. Assert yourself accordingly. That's beautiful. So let's pull some tarot and see what's coming out this week, what the energy is like for this week. What is the energy for pile one? Hold on. We have the Princess of Swords. Oops. We have the Fool. Oh my goodness, these cards slippery. We have the Seven of Discs, the Eight of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. We have the Star. We have the Eight of Discs. We have the Queen of Discs. Oh my gosh, these cards are so slippery. If I could shuffle, right? And we have the Prince of Wands and the Eight of Swords. So I have 888 here. We have 66 on the beginning card, and then I have 888. And then we have the Three of Wands on the back of the deck. So let's see. So the energy this week, you do not have to compromise your integrity. So I feel like there's some sort of risk that you're wanting to take this week, or needing to take. This has to deal with your healing. It has to deal with something that you want. There's something that you're learning here too. Um, we have like this energy of learning. Um, you're trying to gain knowledge about something, trying to understand something better. We also have, there's something that you've been working on. I feel like you've been working on healing, and there's going to be a lot coming at you this week. I feel like it could be kind of a busy week. You're going to be working really hard towards something. You're still going to be working on something. I feel like you've been working on something but haven't seen the results. It looks like it's healing, but I do see there's some sort of like intuitive energy coming towards you this week. You're going to get like some sort of intuitive hit this week about your healing or something that you've been working on that you haven't really seen results. Yeah, I see a lot of like energy of like just been working really hard on something, like overcoming obstacles, working really hard on something. You're also, um, I also see you like, I also see you really, needing to learn something. There's some sort of like life lesson here. Um, you don't have to compromise your integrity. Assert yourself accordingly. So you might have to be, like standing in your power. There was a one last week that we did that had kind of similar energy, so this could be like a carryover from that. Um, but I feel like you're kind of in your head about this too, and there's something that you're like waiting on. I feel like you've really put a lot of energy into something, and but you're not seeing like tangible results. You want results that you can like feel or physically feel with your hands or physically see with your eyes, but I don't feel like you've gotten that. Um, you are like this in this very resourceful energy this week too, needing to take a risk with something, needing to take a leap of faith with something, have faith, um, trust, trust that something is working out the way that it is. I see you. There's something you're manifesting. Yeah, something you're manifesting. They're also cautioning not to be too like um, impulsive about something here. So I'm gonna take this uh, stained glass tarot and let's clarify some of these further. What is this Princess of Swords here, please? Princess of Swords. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, something you're learning. I feel like they're saying like don't be too hasty about this. Remember what I was telling you, like don't um be cautious about like what kind of risk you're taking with this. We have the Knight of Pentacles here, so kind of like going at a slower pace is okay. And they're saying whatever it is that you're like you haven't seen like the tangible results yet. They're saying you are going to get tangible results, but still something that you need to learn here. Be careful about like your words too this week. Let's see, what is this Fool energy? What is this Fool energy? We have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, there's something here you need to take a risk with. There's going to be they're saying you have an opportunity for a new beginning that's going to be fulfilling. You do need to take some sort of risk. You do need to like have some sort of faith with something that you're working on. Let's see, what is this Seven of Discs energy? We have the Two of Cups. Oh, so maybe something like with a connection with somebody else. But again, I'm looking at this, I'm called to this. You do not have to compromise your integrity for what you want. So maybe there's something you've been working on in regards to a connection with somebody else. Um, this is something fulfilling. You need to take a risk with something, but they're saying don't take so much of a risk that you compromise yourself. What is this Eight of Wands energy, please? Oh my gosh, that's a lot of cards. I'm just gonna try that again. What is this Eight of Wands energy, please? We have the Lovers and the World. So yeah, there's a choice, possibly with a love connection or with a connection with somebody else. Um, this is like a near completion of a cycle. You're almost to the end of this cycle, and you are they're saying that there's like a high potential for a successful outcome, but you're kind of like in your head about it. I feel like you've kind of been in your head about this. What is this Seven of Wands, please? What is this Seven of Wands energy, please? We have the Six of Swords. Yeah, you're working hard. You feel like maybe you need to move away from something. I wonder if you're like getting frustrated with like this process, like how long this process has been. Yeah, because you're looking for the success. Um, and I feel like it's been like a really long process. You've overcome a lot. You're wondering like if there's something you need to move away from. What is this Star energy? Yeah, emotional fulfillment, happiness, harmony. You want like, in your connections, you're looking for this like fulfillment, this happiness, harmony. Um, yeah, Wheel of Fortune on the back. So you are supported. They're saying that you are supported with this. There is a really positive potential for a successful outcome here. What is this Eight of Discs energy? Let's see what this Eight of Discs energy is about. We have the Sun. So yeah, whatever you're working on, there's going to be clarity soon. You're going to have, an overall abundance. You're going to be really like feeling in alignment with yourself. What is this Queen of Discs energy? We have the Strength and the King of Pentacles. So King and Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, so something you need to be um have courage with, maybe be vulnerable with. They're saying be vulnerable, that I have Temperance on the back, so maybe like even almost even be like willing to kind of like blend your energies, but we do have the King and Queen there. So I do think this has to deal with some sort of connection, some sort of relationship. What's this Prince of Wands and Eight of Swords, please? What is this Prince of Wands, Eight of Swords? We have the Page of Swords again. Yeah, again, what I was saying up here, we're like, don't be too hasty about something. Um, there is something like, I feel like you're in your head about it though, and why you're in your head about it is because you're kind of in this energy of like wanting to be impulsive, but knowing that like that impulsiveness isn't going to serve you. We have the Ten of Wands on the back of the deck. So yeah, I feel like this is like something that's kind of been like stressful for you. It's been a burden. But it is coming, it looks like there's coming to a resolution this week, where you are going to kind of like get that ending, so that you're not like in this sort of like anticipatory um, stage of it still. Let's see, let's take some like a chakra card and see where there might be a blockage this week, what you need to pay attention to for this week. We have trickery. This is the heart chakra. So, kind of, yeah, you don't want to be taken advantage of. We have isolation on the back of the deck. So I wonder if you're feeling like you have to, you know, compromise your integrity to get what you want. You feel like maybe if what you say, this is the heart chakra, this is the throat chakra. So I'm wondering if you feel like maybe there's something you need to say that you're afraid if you say it, it's going to isolate you. Um, and that you don't want to be, but you're kind of tired of being in this energy of being tricked again, um or not tricked, but like being kind of manipulated or something like that. There's something of that energy kind of coming out where you don't want to be taken advantage of, and so like you're kind of closing your heart off to this, even though they're saying like you kind of need to open it up, be vulnerable, take that risk. You're kind of afraid of this rejection or isolation from this. That's why it's been so stressful, because you've been trying to plan. Yeah, we have the Ten of Wands under there too. That's funny. And then yeah, needing to use your intuition, kind of what I started this out with, like you need to use your intuition. There is a decision you make. It has to deal with a heart decision, and we have 6 6, and then we have the lovers is another 6. So we have 888 and 666. Um, so you could look up those, but usually sixes in tarot are about like harmony and happiness and stuff like that. So hopefully that helped. Hopefully that resonated. If not, feel free to check out another pile. I appreciate you guys so much for stopping by today. Hi, this is for pile number 2. This is for those of you who chose this yellow heart. Focus on what you want rather than what you fear. A balanced mind is required at this time. So we're taking a look at the energy for this week. What is the energy that's coming in? What do you need to know? What potential, blockages could there be this week? So I hope you guys are enjoying your week. We have the Chariot. Uh-oh. We have the Lovers. We have the King of Swords. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Star. We have the Two of Cups. And we have the Prince of Discs, the Ten of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. Excuse me. Um, okay, and then on the back of the deck we have the Four of Discs. So this week we focus on what you want rather than what you fear. A balanced mind is required at this time. So there's something that you're wanting to charge ahead with. There's some sort of decision that you have to make about this. I feel like you're really in your head about this, wanting this to kind of logically kind of strategize something, or maybe some communication with something. You are looking to like propel yourself forward, move forward, um, kind of align yourself with your values, but there is some sort of decision you have to make. It does look like it could have to deal with a partnership, with a connection, just because I do have the Lovers and the Two of Cups here, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. I feel like you are feeling a little bit emotionally overwhelmed right now, and maybe things haven't been going as fast as you would like them to, or maybe um, this decision is kind of like taking you a little bit of time to really kind of figure out what is tangible, what's real, and what's not. Um, there's something that you're really, really desiring here. I feel like you have a lot of options, but there's something specific that you're desiring with this Two of Cups. Um, and what this is like you want to follow your heart, you really want to follow your heart, but I feel like there's been some pain. Maybe there's been an ending um, that has caused you a lot of pain. And so now you kind of have this decision where you're trying to I think you're trying to like self-preserve yourself by not going with a heart decision. Um, but see, focus on what you want rather than what you fear. There is kind of like a little bit of fear coming out here because you are in your head about this. You're really wanting to have like a clear mind about this because there's something that you really want. You want to communicate something to somebody, possibly. I feel like you're really in your head about this, and it's because there's been pain in the past. It's because things are going kind of slowly. They're telling me that you are stable, that there is like physical world stability, but let's clarify these cards and see if anything else comes out. Why is a Chariot here, please? We have the Hermit. Yeah, you're kind of trying to like draw within like where are your values? What are your values at this time? And how can you like draw them out so that you can have this overall success? We have the Six of Wands on the back of the deck. What is this Lovers card, please? Show me more about this Lovers card. We have the Sun. I feel like you know exactly like what you want, how to get there, but I feel like you're kind of like doubting yourself, and it has to do with this pain of the past. Yeah, you need to listen to your intuition. We have the High Priestess on the back. What is this King of Swords about? What is this King of Swords about? These cards. I picked like the two slipperiest decks this week. I don't know why. The King of Swords, we have the Six of Cups in the world. So yeah, something from the past, some sort of like nostalgia, wanting to kind of like you do want to go with your heart, but I feel like you feel like you're going to be more successful if you kind of make this more like head decision or a decision with your thoughts, with your logic. They're showing me that there's a successful outcome, like lots of cards here showing me successful outcome, but you're still kind of like going within to try to figure out what it is that you actually want. What is this Seven of Cups energy, please? Five of Swords. Yeah, in your head because you're feeling overwhelmed, really just feeling overwhelmed about the whole situation. Wondering maybe like, am I going the right direction? Let's see, what's this Star card? The Six of Swords. So yeah, wanting to kind of like move away from something that hasn't been serving you. I feel like you are moving towards wanting clarity too. You know what you want, but you also kind of want the truth. Like you don't want to delude yourself. I feel like. What is this Two of Cups energy, please? What is this Two of Cups energy? The Star again. Yeah, you really, really want something. There's something you really want. Having to deal with a connection with others, having to deal with partnership and a decision. They're saying there is an opportunity for a tangible new beginning, that the seed's been planted. What is this Prince of Discs, please? What is this Prince of Discs? The Magician? Yeah, you're trying to figure out how you can like manifest this into the physical world. You really want to figure out like, how are you able to get this? Again, we have the Four of Pentacles on the back of the deck. But I feel like it's been taking you a little bit of time, and I feel like that's kind of where your hesitation is, where your thoughts are conflicted a little bit. What is this Ten of Swords energy, please? Judgment? Yeah, you don't want things to happen the same way they have in the past. I feel like there's been a lot of pain in the past. Maybe there's like a connection. Maybe you haven't been in a connection for a while, and yeah, you're working hard at this. And maybe like you're wondering, if you do this, is it just going to cause you more pain kind of thing? So you're kind of trying to figure out like, do I do something the same? Do I take another risk the same as I have and get the same outcome? Or is there a potential for a different outcome? I see there is a potential for a different outcome. Let's see, what's this Eight of Swords energy? You're really in your head about this, so really in your head about this, which I think might be why it might be harder, making it harder for you to manifest this or for you to see this come to fruition. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're trying to manifest something, really working hard, like maybe using work as a distraction even. You want to work together with somebody, you want to build something with somebody. Um, and so you're really kind of like going within. You really want this clarity. You want to align yourself with your values so that you make a good heart decision. I feel like there's an energy of like you having been through this before and you want something different. I do see maybe like an ending, or there has been an ending, and this is kind of like propelling you forward, but you're still stuck in your head. Um, focus on what you want rather than what you fear. So kind of like, this week I feel like you need to kind of like not allow that fear to take over this week. Um, Trust in yourself. Like definitely trust in yourself. I see solar plexus chakra is coming out. So that's kind of like having that, being able to like recognize that you do have what it takes, that you are um, you can make these decisions and you do have a good sort of like moral compass. Let's see if there might be any blockages this week. Whoa, joy. Yeah, solar plexus again. So, what makes you happy? Focus on what you want. Focus on what you want rather than what you don't have. And then we have perception, and this is the heart chakra. So, kind of, yeah, where are your thoughts leading you this week? What is your perception of the situation? Do you feel like you have an accurate take on the situation? Um, and having a balanced mind this week. So that's beautiful. Hopefully, this resonated. Hopefully, it was helpful. If not, feel free to check out another pile. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Okay, this is for those of you who chose pile 3 or the silver heart. Pay attention to signs and information that comes to you in books, songs, and names this week. So we're going to look at the energy this week, what is coming in for you this week, what maybe if there's any blockages. So let's see what we have for you guys this week. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Ace of Discs and the King of Swords. We have the Prince of Wands. Judgment. We have the Four of Wands. Oops. We have the Prince of Swords and the Princess of Wands. And we have the Temperance. And then on the back of the deck, we have the High Priestess. So, kind of feeling like you need to use your intuition this week. There's something you need to use your intuition in. There is a decision this week. The decision is something, based on kind of like you blending your energy, maybe with something else or somebody else, and also, you try to figure out if you want to do things the way that you've done them previously in the past, or if you want to do them differently this time. Um, I feel like you're kind of at a stalemate with this decision, though. You really want this new beginning. You really want it to be something, that you could feel or see or sense in the physical world. Trying to kind of like use your mind to strategize this out, but also kind of wanting to be a little bit impulsive. There's some sort of like intuitive communication that you also want to, you're giving or receiving this week. Um, I also see with this decision, there is some sort of like wanting to be stable, like really needing to rely on that intuition, really needing to rely on the stability of your intuition because you really want to make a different decision than the types of decisions that you've made in the past. I do see you kind of like trying to strategize this a little bit, trying to pull from your previous experiences. You're also trying to pull from what you know about like your spiritual self and your spiritual gifts or your spiritual path, something like that. Um, there's something that you're learning here. Something you're learning about your intuition. I feel like it's like learning about trusting your intuition, learning about trusting your intuition, learning about like expanding your intuition. And so they're saying like pay attention to the signs that you see because that is part of like your intuition. That's part of having that intuition. So let's clarify these cards and see if we can get a bigger picture. What is this Two of Swords energy, please? We have the Four of Wands again. Yeah, so you're feeling, I feel like for some reason, you're not making this decision. They're telling me that you're not making this decision. And I think that like fear might be holding you back a little bit. Um, there's some sort of fear that's like causing like interference with you making this decision. You are very stable in your intuition. This is a lesson in your stability of, relying on that intuition. We have the Nine of Wands for the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you really want this new beginning. There's something you really want a new beginning, but I feel like in the past you've really struggled a lot and you've really overcame a lot. Yeah, you're in your head about this. Um, so you're kind of like feeling a little bit guarded towards this. What is this King of Swords energy? We have the Nine of Pentacles. So feeling kind of like self-sufficient, wanting to be able to have these thoughts and this communication, wanting to be sufficient in that, wanting to just kind of like stand in your power of knowing what you know and not allowing anyone else to kind of like sway you with that. What is this Prince of Wands energy, please? We have the Ace of Pentacles again and Death. Okay, so needing to use your intuition to have this new beginning. They're telling me there's like a high potential for this new beginning. You're kind of letting maybe like your trauma or past wounds to hold you back from this. This is part of your transformational process. There's some sort of like healing process that you're going through, something that you need to release so that you can have stability with this, so that you are able to see this. What is this Judgment card, please? What is this Judgment here for? The Knight of Cups. Yeah, kind of like going for it, kind of like being okay, like having that like kind of fantasy or fantastical style of thinking. Um, there also could be someone who's coming in with some sort of message, or you needed to give some sort of message about this. We have the Star. So yeah, like I said, this is like a healing process, something where you don't want to repeat the past, right? You want to do something different this time. What is this Four of Wands energy? We have the Hanged Man. Yeah, I feel like so when I tell you, I've been telling you this whole reading that you're really stable and strong with this intuitive ability. You're very gifted. Whoever chose this pile, you're very gifted in your ability to be intuitive. Like you have a very strong intuition. But I feel like you really haven't seen that yet. You're still kind of like in this energy of like, oh, I don't know if I should, I don't know if I can, and that's kind of like I think what you need to release here is because you think you're not seeing like your full potential here. And so maybe needing some clarity. I think it's also because you're like stuck in your head with this Two of Swords. Like you're very stuck in your head, very like, not taking the action that you need to take due to fear. That's a trauma response. Just want to call that out. What is this Prince of Swords energy? The Magician. Yeah, there's something that you're learning here. There's something that you're learning about like your ability to kind of like create your reality. Yeah, this has been stressful for you. This is stressful for you. You're kind of like lacking. I'm having solar plexus chakra come out too. You're having trouble trusting yourself. Um, and so that's kind of like why this is like a life lesson for you. You're trying to learn how to, this is a learning lesson, learning opportunity in, recognizing how powerful you are, like how much you do have that power to manifest everything you want. What is this Princess of Wands energy, please? Queen of Pentacles. So needing to use your intuition and in tandem with kind of like that resourcefulness of the physical world. Like you really, I feel like you might be a person who's really been successful kind of in the physical world, and now you're kind of like moving towards that like spiritual, intuitive part of you. But yeah, this has been a struggle for you. You're really in your head about this. This is hard for you. Um, you haven't felt the stability yet. You're not quite to that point of where that stability is. Um, and this has been like this is kind of like a darker, scarier transformation. There's been a lot of fear here. I see a lot of fear coming out. What is this temperance, please? What is this temperance? Five of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you're kind of like afraid that you're going to disappoint yourself. And things have been disappointing in the past. And you're really wanting, like, to kind of, like I said, like blend these energies. You know, this is your spiritual journey, um, but it's disappointing. Maybe Four of Swords on the back of the deck, maybe resting or talking to a friend about it, talking to a counselor about it, needing to rely on your intuition. So let's pull one of these chakra cards and we'll see where the blockage is for you guys. Discovery, root chakra. Yeah, this is about self-discovery. This is so I mentioned there's been like some trauma response to this. This is because you are healing some of that trauma. You're recognizing your true self. You're recognizing your full potential, which trauma sometimes it takes us a while. Yeah, self-worth. This is the sacral chakra, self-worth. So you're recognizing who you are, what kind of gifts you have to give, and yourself that worth this week. That's so beautiful. I love this for you. Hopefully that resonated, but if not, feel free to check out another pile. Thank you guys so much for stopping by.